Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a story that's become a cornerstone of the Christmas season, a tale of journey, faith, and celestial guidance. We're talking about the visit of the wise men, as beautifully told in the second chapter of the Gospel of Matthew. Now, we often see these figures in nativity scenes, three kings elegantly dressed, presenting gifts to the baby Jesus. But who were these men, really? The Bible describes them as Magi from the East. These weren't kings in the traditional sense, but were likely a class of priestly scholars, astronomers, and advisors from the region of Persia, what we now call Iran. They were students of the stars, and they saw something extraordinary in the heavens. A star they interpreted as a sign of the birth of a new king in Judea. Imagine the courage and conviction it took. Based on their astronomical knowledge and ancient prophecies, they embarked on a long, arduous journey, possibly hundreds of miles across deserts and unfamiliar lands. They didn't have GPS or a detailed map. All they had was a star to follow and a powerful belief that it would lead them to someone of immense significance. Their first stop wasn't Bethlehem, but Jerusalem, the capital city. It makes sense, right? If you're looking for a newborn king, you'd go to the royal palace. They went to King Herod and asked, "Where is the one who has been born king of the Jews? We saw his star when it rose and have come to worship him." This question, however, caused a lot of trouble. King Herod, a man known for his paranoia and cruelty, was deeply disturbed. The idea of a rival king, a potential threat to his throne, terrified him. So Herod gathered all the chief priests and teachers of the law and asked them where the Messiah was to be born. They consulted the scriptures, specifically the prophet Micah, and replied, "In Bethlehem in Judea." With this information, Herod secretly called the Magi and tried to trick them. He told them to go and search carefully for the child, and once they found him, to report back so that he, too, could go and worship him. Of course, his intentions were far from worshipful. The Magi, unaware of Herod's wicked plan, set out once more. And then, the star they had seen in the east reappeared, guiding them directly to Bethlehem. The Bible says that when they saw the star, they were overjoyed. Can you imagine the relief and excitement? After such a long journey, their quest was finally nearing its end. The star stopped right over the place where the child was. When they entered the house, they saw the young child, Jesus with his mother, Mary. And in that humble setting, these learned and respected men from a foreign land bowed down and worshipped him. This is such a powerful moment. They recognized the divine royalty in this child, not in a palace surrounded by wealth, but in a simple home. They opened their treasures and presented him with gifts, gold, frankincense, and myrrh. These weren't just random expensive items, they were deeply symbolic. Gold for a king, frankincense as an incense used in worship for a deity, and myrrh, an embalming oil, foreshadowing his eventual sacrifice. Their mission was complete, but the story has one final twist. Having been warned in a dream not to go back to Herod, the Magi returned to their country by another route, foiling the king's deadly plot. This divine intervention protected the young child and showed that a greater plan was at work, a plan that even a powerful king like Herod could not stop. This story is so much more than just a quaint part of the Christmas narrative. It's a story about seeking, about following a light, even when the path is long and uncertain. It's about recognizing the divine in the most unexpected of places. And it's a testament to the idea that people from all nations and all walks of life are invited to find and worship Jesus. Thank you so much for joining me today to explore this incredible journey of faith. If you enjoyed this video and want to dive deeper into more stories like this, please hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss our next video. We'd love to have you as part of our community. Until next time, take care.